2024 is coming to an end. Well, maybe by the time I post this, it's already 2025. But this video is just going to be like a journal entry of the things that I've learned or felt throughout this year. So hopefully you might be able to relate to some of them, and I hope you enjoy. So 2024 did not start out great for me. I was hospitalized for the first time in my life, and little did I know that this thing that I got at the start of the year would continue to bother me a little more later on in the year. And despite all that, I'm feeling a lot more better right now, and I hope that it continues to stay that way. But as the year draws to a close, I also see so many people around me and on social media going on vacations to explore different parts of the world. And I can't help but feel like, why is my life not as exciting as everyone else's seem to be?
That's true. Wait, how am I going to blur you out? I think I can. It's with my wonderful editing skills.
I have this sense that I'm not doing enough, and I am not making the most out of my life while everyone is out there going on their own adventure. But what I've come to realize is that comparison is truly the thief of joy. Because in my case, I kind of forgot how worried I actually was not too long ago because of my medical condition, and how lucky I feel recently to be able to recover well right now. If I was just looking at my life right now, I would honestly feel so proud of myself because I managed to go through all the struggles both mentally and physically because of this whole medical saga. What once seemed so impossible for me to overcome is now slowly behind me, and it's because I chose myself every day. I choose to move forward despite how hard it might seem sometimes. But instead of celebrating the small wins that I had, I was basically comparing my life to others, and that really robbed me of my happiness. Of course, from an objective point of view, it sucks to get sick. Like, to me, there is no hidden meaning behind getting sick. It really just sucks. But at the same time, I'm also learning to accept that everyone is on their own timeline. The year may not have panned out exactly how I wanted it to be, but I'm also in some ways grateful how my experiences have shown me how strong I could be. And that looking at someone else's life shouldn't diminish all the wins that I've had in my own life.
你進嚟我的 vlog 你知道嗎？
Another thing I was grateful for this year was seizing the moment, which I think I've done very well. When this whole medical thing came to haunt me again during the second half of my year, I remember feeling so frustrated because literally everything that I planned for the second half of the year was not gonna happen. And yes, although it sucks that that part of the year didn't go exactly as planned, but at the same time, I was also grateful that I did not have much regrets for the time I've spent before this whole medical thing recurred again. I went to a concert solo for the first time in my life just because I wanted to try that out. I went for dance classes on my own even if no one wanted to go with me, just because I really wanted to learn this style of dance. I fulfilled my goal of going to an overseas trip once a year by going to Taiwan without thinking things like, the trip can wait, I can just wait a little more. And I guess the truth really is just that we don't know what will happen in the future. As much as we try, we can never predict what might happen. But the only thing really within my control is how I choose to spend my time in the present. So I guess what I'm really trying to say is, do the things that you want to do, take that trip that you want to take, and spend time with the people that you want to spend time with. Because we never really know when something might happen and when these moments will be taken away from us. And all we can do is make the most out of these moments and cherish them.
I kind of feel like blue is nice as well, but I kind of also want to replace my black cardigan. Not sure what do I want.
I am filming.
Until I drink first sip lah.
Okay. Thank you.
And has anyone ever had the feeling that you want to do something, but you can never seem to bring yourself to do it? I'm talking about those big ideas and big dreams that you may have, but you can just never seem to do what it takes to reach that goal. I think a lot of people give advice on procrastination and how to overcome procrastination, but I've come to realize that what if the real problem isn't procrastination but actually self-sabotage?
Okay.
In my case, I think I see this in me when it comes to YouTube. I have all these big dreams and big ideas that I want to accomplish when I first started out on YouTube. But over time, I came to realize that I'm not exactly making the videos that I want to make, and I'm also not uploading as consistently as I want to be. And at first, I always blamed myself for the lack of motivation and self-discipline. There were many times where I somehow convinced myself that I don't have the time to finish editing my video to upload this week, or I can't film this video because I don't have all the stuff I need yet. But deep down inside, I knew all these were not true most of the time. And I end up always blaming myself for the lack of willpower. But what I eventually came to realize is that maybe I'm just too scared of failing. I'm just too scared to put my all into this, and then only to come to see that I failed despite giving it my all. Because if I let the whole world and myself see how much effort I put into this and it still fails, then it must truly mean that I'm terrible at this, that I'm a failure, and that would be embarrassing, right? And so what I did all this time was not do my best. I didn't do it intentionally, but I guess at the back of my mind, I always somehow subconsciously stopped myself from giving my all. Because if I didn't put all my effort into this, I guess I can always tell myself I'm just not getting the results that I want because I haven't put in my all yet. And maybe if I did give it my all, maybe then I will succeed, right? Well, to be honest, I don't have the answer as to how to overcome this yet, but I do know that things have to change moving forward. But something a YouTuber say really gave me some inspiration on this. I came across her shorts the other day, so I'm just gonna link it down below in the description box. It's short and sweet, and it goes like this: it's gonna look bad until it looks good. And that line really spoke to me because I guess we're all scared to look bad, right? We're all scared to look like we've put all our effort into something but still fail. Whether it be our relationship, our career, our side hustle, or even something more simpler than all those things. But I think the truth really is just that things that are worth it never really does come easy. And I think one of my goals for next year is to learn how to reframe my thoughts when it comes to failure. I'm not too sure how I'm going to do it yet, but I'm going to try my best. And that's the end of my video. Thank you for watching. And let me know down in the comments what you think is a lesson that you've learned throughout this year. Because one of the things that I really wanted when I first started this channel was to also have a community of people who are also interested in self-growth and self-development. So it will be really nice to be able to see comments from like-minded people who have made it this far in this video. And I wish you all a wonderful 2025, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye!